Back first, when you saw the tape, what was your feelings?
Well, I can't say that, I was totally surprised at a lot of events in the game. I expected there to be good, bad, and ugly, as I stated, beforehand. That's what I've been seeing on the field. And the objective was to cut down on the ugly. And I think maybe the one thing that surprised me a little bit was our tackling. I didn't expect us to be so poor in the area of tackling. And again, I don't want to take anything away from Clemson. I thought their quarterback and their running back were the best players in the field, and they dominated the game. Made a difference.
What can you do in a week to fix the tackling?
Well, that's a good question. Obviously, where players visually saw it, they're very aware of it. So you emphasize it. I think the intentions were there. Nobody backed off of the tackle. We had a couple of space issues from the back end, guys not closing space like they need to, and then we had a couple of surface tackles where we're swinging the guy. And the guy's got great balance, and stayed up and went. We had, occasion with the quarterback where we had two free runners in a very crucial situation in the game. And we don't bring them down. So I mean, those are just production plays, missed opportunities that that have to take place in a game if you're going to succeed. But I think the emphasis on it is what we've got to do.
Did you guys work on tackling drills a lot tonight?
We always work tackling. You bet. Mm-hmm.
Do you see any different faces out there next week?
Any different?
Any lineup changes?
We'll see. We've got 3 or 4 situations right now that we'll keep competitive during the week, and we'll see how guys manage opportunities, and we'll see how other guys respond to sharing some time right now in a competitive situation. So everything we're doing is to establish an attitude of championship defense. And we've got a lot of work to do.
When you give up that many yards, rushes particularly, is that, as a coordinator, is that kind of hard for you to swallow?
Yeah. I haven't been involved in many like that, so thankfully. But again, I'm older, and my perspective on it is, I'm pretty straightforward about it. And if we had guys that were out of line and misplaced in the chess game, then I'd really feel ugly about it in terms of our preparation and what we're doing. But we had guys in position that didn't just missed opportunities. It's really the bottom line. 2 superior players, beat us. Couldn't tackle them.
I would imagine after a performance like that, it's going to be competition at positions for playing time. Is there anybody right now that that you're specifically pleased with, though, and they're safe going into?
No, we didn't have high enough grades in any position. So, and I say that we're carrying high standards and expectations to the players, and we're gonna be stubborn and consistent with that until we get it to where it needs to be. And there's a lot of work ahead. There is a lot of work.
Personnel-wise, where's your biggest issue, concern going into Mississippi State?
I'd say D-line, linebackers, and secondary.
Whole 9 yards.
You had talked about the defensive line being a strength all the way back to last spring. Was it disappointing that you didn't get more production there? Yeah,
I think so. I think our defensive tackles, got to be more productive. We got to be more productive, But the questions are kind of player bound, but we've got to do a better job coaching too, And I don't think that we did as good a job as we could for the kids in respects to the pace of the game, and a tough first game, speed of the offense and all. I think all of us just have to do, we all have to do a better job, and we will.
Was there a problem getting plays in?
No. There really wasn't a problem getting plays in as much as just, the pace of it and our players being prepped in terms of how fast it would be. It's a hard thing to simulate, with a scout team and with an offense that huddles, and we haven't had the reps that we really would have liked to have had. I think we did the things that we can do in respects to trying to make it real. In other words, having guys, after a play, stand where they are and let an offense call the play, run up, and then they're scrambling around and having to communicate. But we all know that the speed of a game like that is different. So, but I do think our guys settled into it in the third quarter. I thought, we had 4 straight 3-and-out situations, and then we had a 5th one that was just a crucial 3rd and 5 situation where we had every opportunity to be successful and let the quarterback scramble out. Big play.
Jonathan Jones was pretty impressive on special teams. How close is he to perhaps getting more looks?
No, he's still a long way away. But he's a high character guy that wants to work hard and learn. But he's young. He's young, learning the college game. But we certainly recognize him as a guy that has a lot of ability, and again, really like his attitude, his approach to the game.
What's he got?
He's going to be a good player.
What specifically has he got to work on? Is he true freshman?
He just got to he's got to work on learning the game. The fundamentals that it takes to succeed against college wide receivers, and all the training of different concepts and thought processes that go into it, reaction speed and those kinds of things, and that will all come. I mean, he's way ahead of the curve, and it'll all come. I don't know, how soon that will happen. I think the experience on the special teams is going to be nothing but advantageous for him down the line. Feeling the game like he is, and that'll help him in the corner process also.
Are Therese and Florence in that group of guys that are competing this week? Did you say that?
Yeah, I'd say that.
When you look at Mississippi State, what do you see out of them offensively that kind of stands out to you right now?
Tough, good solid offensive line. A little bit different than a year ago. Quarterback, more of a drop back quarterback, but he's athletic enough to do the things that you've seen Mississippi State do over the years, and he showed that, a year ago. Veteran wide receivers, in the field, so real good, solid club. I consider them, tough offense. Like I say, big offensive line that likes to run the football. So it'll be a heck of a challenge. No huddle.
They don't play at the same kind of pace Clemson does, do they?
Well, I don't think if you looked at it overall that they've got the ability, to.
You're talking about coaches, players. Will everybody be better at that? You think the next time you see that?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we all experienced it, and there's nothing like experience, And we better do a better job.